would never stop him playing quickly because that's his natural style, his natural rhythm. But he needs to do what Gilbert has just done there. Take that extra couple of seconds, particularly on shots that require thought, the shots in a tactical exchange like this.
Yeah, and it's those types of shots that make all the difference. That was a fantastic safety shot from Dave. Well, that's a really good return from Julien, to be fair. Tap on the table, and rightly so. Aired on the side of caution there with that shot. Played to miss the red thin, which meant that he was always guaranteeing the cue ball back to baulk. Julien only has a thin edge of this red now. Not that thin.
And he's left a free ball. That could be a snooker disaster.
And again, it's those little moments, Phil, as you just mentioned. Julien's probably stood behind that shot, just all he can see is the thin edge, and he's maybe not even considered, you know, if I do miss this, I'm going to leave a free ball. I highly doubt that's even come into his mind, and may have been worth just taking an extra second there, because again, it was a big shot, and it could cost him.
Should cost him. And I think given that the cue ball rolled off on an attempted pot when Gilbert was 15-0 ahead in this frame, maybe justice has been served.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of discipline required for Julien in that scenario, as I mentioned. He's just got to take that extra second and just really analyse exactly what's going to happen. Of course, you never like to think negatively out there, but in that scenario, he was having to hit that red so thin. If you do miss it, he's going to leave the free ball, which is exactly what's happened, and at least make Dave work for his chance. He's just gifted it to him.
It's a good feeling now for Dave Gilbert. He's cleared the hurdle. One more to come. He's back here tomorrow night for the final qualifying round. He's going to be the first player to win this morning. Hasn't had to wait a great amount of time for victory. And that's because he scored very heavily in beating Belgium's Julien Leclerc by 6 frames to 1. Breaks of 75, 71, 81, 93, 69 and 42. That was, from Dave Gilbert, impressive.
Utter Shredsville if you pulled off at 5 each with a 1-frame shootout to come later. You don't never know what time you're going to get back on.
3.
Hugill trails by 9. He needs all of the colours. From here, if he gets the chance, Maguire requires brown and blue.
Hugill 3.
The worst possible. Hitting that far jaw with the brown. His heart must be sinking.
Yeah, 100%. My heart sank when he hit that knuckle of the middle bag. That is such a sickener. And he's just gifted this to Maguire. is such a shame, because it looked for all the world this game was going to go right down to the wire. I feel for Ash.
This is it. The overwhelming emotion for Stephen Maguire, considering the ranking situation, considering the fact he wants to do so well in the UK Championship. The overwhelming emotion will be huge relief. One snooker needed by Hugh Gill, so rolling the pink over the pocket. That's that. It's over. Maguire is...
New venue in Swansea.
Well, Vafaei came to the table here, he sort of didn't notice the red going in, it would seem, but it did. Now then, big brown here. Vafaei creeping round. Big shot for Martin O'Donnell. Could be his last if he misses it. Yeah, it's been a disappointing evening. I think you're right, Stephen. I think, you know, the sort of combined effort of the first two matches has definitely taken some sort of toll on Martin O'Donnell. So can Vafaei take it out?
Yeah, the intensity out there is just so high, and Martin's one of those players that gets very involved in that. He finds a level of intensity that a lot of players struggle to get to, and you know, to keep performing late at night under the most pressure, you have to be in that zone, and it's going to play a part at some stage. You know, we often talk about the World Championship, what a marathon that is. You look at, you know, Selby's just a prime example, how he can just keep performing to that level in that environment for that length of time. It's just otherworldly, and you know, on a smaller scale, of course, that's maybe similar to what Martin O'Donnell's been going through the last couple of days.
And this is the shot, just a little bounce. So brown and blue for victory, and the handsome one for Hossein Vafaei. He's been quite open in this last frame, hasn't he? Or it might not be the last frame, but this sixth frame, he's sort of played like someone who hasn't expected to lose, and if he pots the blue, he won't have done. He'll be the first man through tonight to Judgment Day. He'll have tomorrow off, can have a practice and just stay refreshed and relaxed. He will be a big threat if he qualifies. He's got to get past Scott Donaldson or Sam Craigie first, but it's been a handsome victory, a pretty swift one really for Hossein Vafaei. He made back-to-back centuries of 133 and 109. Martin O'Donnell is nothing if not a trier. He's 5-0 down and 22 behind on the pink. 2 snookers needed, plus about 3 miracles if he's going to win this match. But you can credit his determination here, if nothing else. I mean, the black isn't really in a great spot either. You have to get right in behind it to have any chance. So, as ever, Vafaei will just try and lag this towards the pocket. And it's going in. And Hossein Vafaei is the first winner this evening, a comprehensive one, 6-0. The Minister of Defence, I'm afraid, didn't put up much of a defence tonight. I think he was